Five. Oh, six. Six people. Thank you. The drummer's very disappointed. Bye-bye. Yes. Wow. 6 people isn't really the majority. You see, we need to be careful playing in the streets, because if we continue and we just assume that you're happy with that and some of you are not, then your bags might be full of rotten eggs and tomatoes, and you're just getting ready to throw them at our faces if we dare to sound another note. Now, obviously, we wouldn't want that to happen again. So let's really just check. It is not a problem for us to just pack up and go and sleep in the park for about a week. Does anybody else want to hear one more tune?
Yes. Yes.
No, it's gone up. We just it's quite popular in Scotland to just repeat the same referendum until you get a different result, so seem to work there. Thank you, 120% turnout. Thank you for that ringing endorsement. We're gonna finish off with one more tune, folks. We're gonna go for the big stadium finish. We're gonna summon up any remaining energy we can on this roasting hot day and go for the big stadium finish. We're going to play as though we're in a stadium with 80,000 people, and we've done this on amazing sunny days where there's hundreds of enthusiastic people dancing. We've seen that before. We also do this on horrible, cold, rainy days when there's just one drunk guy falling asleep and his dog not very interested, and we've done that before as well. But we'll see what kind of day it turns out to be. In about 5 minutes it'll all be over. This would be the moment where we trash the stage, but you may have noticed we don't have a stage. And where, like The Who, we would, set fire to our instruments, but unlike The Who, we can't really afford to do that, so we're going to be placing them carefully in their cases. It's not very rock and roll, but use your imagination. If we can just ask one thing, the people gathered here at the front are probably sitting in the optimum position to see what's going to go on, but to the people over here and the people over here, can we invite you just to close in a little bit, folks? Even 2 or 3 steps towards us would make the difference. The main reason actually is sometimes even during our last tune, new people arrive and they very politely, they understand the system of queuing in Britain, they don't want to get in anyone's way, so they stand behind you. If you're standing far away, then they stand far away and someone's going to get hit by a tram. So please close in, and you'll also feel a bit more involved for this last one. I'll hand over to the guitarist. He will invite you. There's nothing's compulsory here, but you will be invited to help us keep the beat. It's ridiculously fast and over the top, this last piece of music, so any encouragement you can give us will certainly help. Okay, let's go for the big stadium rock finale. This will be our last tune, folks.
Alright, thank you, Wembley. Here we're going to go for the grand finale. Now to all of you 80,000 people, all we need is that you grab your hands and please put your hands in the air.
There we go.
Yeah, that's right, like moving left to right. Yeah, that's great. That's it. Never mind, folks, we're going to play a little game with those 2 hands, right? Did you know what you do? You can do this. Let's go. Clapping. That sounds really nice. You guys are really good considering you're beginners. That's good. Now, we're going to clap all together, folks. If we do it all at the same time, I believe we can shake the foundations of that building, okay? We're going to do one single clap all together. It takes a bit of reflexes. Everybody, hands in the air. Watch me, hands. You guys are really good. Good stuff. Alright, we're going to do that again now, folks. We're going to do it again, but we keep on clapping until the end of the song. It's going to take about 4 minutes, and then we're going to clap completely. Now I can see most people are ready. Is everybody ready for the game?
Yeah!
Alright, let's roll!
allow us just to say a couple of really, really quick things before you leave and before we go have a lie down in a dark room for about a week. Firstly, thank you so much for taking some time out of your afternoon to listen to some street musicians. We know it's not everyone's cup of tea. It means a lot to us that you did this. We have some bad days in the winter where it's a real struggle. On days like this, when there's so many enthusiastic people, we really love our job. So thank you very much. It has been a lot of fun playing for you. Thank you. Just a couple of frequently asked questions we often get as a band. People ask us where we're from and what our names are. Perhaps we might save you the trouble. Over here on the drum kit, we have a machine, literally a machine, that was built and programmed to play drums. If you look behind you right here, I believe it says made in Japan, but there's a fault. There's a problem with this particular unit. It has not been included with an off switch that we've been able to find. So unfortunately, he has to play drums 24/7, but that's been working out quite well for us. On the drum kit, allow me to introduce from Milan, Italy, Mr. Narayan Salafia. And if you like people from Milan with the surname Salafia, hold on because we have a treat for you. Allow me to introduce over here our guitar player who has achieved a level of fame that we think is pretty cool. If you check out the film Trainspotting 2, about 40 minutes in, there is a scene where the main character, Renton, is on one of the Edinburgh trams. And for just a moment, the scene cuts away to this very square, and the camera begins to pan across. And you see a crowd of people, a bit like this, and then you see a table and a case, very like that, and it pans over just a little bit further, and you see some crazy, funky guy jumping up and down with a guitar. So, as seen for about half a second, on Danny Boyle's Trainspotting 2, from Milan, Italy, Mr. Ramanandan Salafia.
Thank you very much, folks. Now, many people often ask us, where is the bagpiper from? You know, it's like, is it Switzerland or maybe Belgium? Could it be from France, you know, or maybe the north of Spain, of course? People have no idea, usually, like. Unfortunately, folks, he's not even from planet Earth, believe me, probably not. Must be a very far away galaxy where it first came in the first place. Somewhere probably where some folks they're probably born with 7 sets of lungs in the first place, and that's why it seems quite easy what he does, but I can tell you it's probably not. If you ever manage to switch on a set of bagpipes, try for yourselves. Then try run around like an ambulance and see what happens. Anyway, folks, absolutely superhumane bagpiper over here. He claims to be from Musselburgh, Scotland, just down that road here. Mr. David Spears!
Rock and roll! Thank you very much. Thank you, that was my solo. I've been working carefully on that for a number of years. I had to go to a special school and everything. Wonderful. Genuinely, thank you for staying and listening, folks. Really quickly, a couple of things further. Our name is the Spinning Blowfish. Now, I know I've said that about 12 times already. I'm going to say it again. The Spinning Blowfish. See him inflate like a blowfish. See him spin like blowfish don't. That's exactly what we are. The Spinning Blowfish. I'm saying that because sometimes people go home and look up the spinning goldfish. Now, I don't know if they just find nothing or if they discover an amazing sort of prog rock band we've never heard of. I'm not sure. But we're the Spinning Blowfish. It's written there in the case. It's on the CDs. Type that name into Facebook. Give us a wee like there, or upload some photos, videos. Drop us a message. We're also on Twitter from time to time. Same thing. I think it's at TS Blowfish. And we're also on Instagram now that I've finally figured out how to use it. So if you want to see important updates about the band, but more importantly, you know, photos of cups of coffee and things like that, then by all means find us out there because we're getting to grips with social media. Also, sometimes people have been filming and taking photos. We're very happy to see those. Stick them up on YouTube if you like. There's tons and tons of videos of us. Some of us playing in amazing weather like this, some of us playing when it's horrible and cold and lots of drunk people disrupting the show. You'll enjoy it in the comfort and safety of your own home. Same tunes, same moves, same crap jokes, so by all means check out the Spinning Blowfish on YouTube. Finally, sometimes people ask us if we're paid by someone to be here, maybe by the council or something. No, the City of Edinburgh Council don't pay musicians, no. It's actually quite a fair system, to be honest. 100% of the money we make is voluntary from our audiences, genuinely. So if we play well and people enjoy the music and you feel able to leave us anything at all, a couple of coins, then that helps us keep going as a band. If we don't play well, if no one enjoys it, if we don't make any money, then we'll have to pack it in and get a real job somewhere. So if you want to save us from that particular fate, anything at all is going to be welcome. As well as money, we've received some interesting things. Someone gave us peppers once, for example. That was quite nice. Someone left us some bread rolls. They were past their sell-by date, but we scraped off the mould and had them for supper, so that was okay. We're buskers, we're not going to be offended. I'm going to be spending it all on sun cream anyway, so thank you in advance for that. Finally, we do not have CDs available online at the moment. Our next album might be, but we'll have to figure that all out because we're sorting everything out by ourselves. So if you would like to hear our music back home, the easiest way, honestly, is to get one of our CDs. They're £5. Come and speak to any one of us. We'll be happy to get that for you. It sounds ridiculously pretentious, but sometimes people have asked us if we can sign the CD. We're happy to do that. We can even make it out to eBay in case it's worth something in future. A lot of people seem to be called eBay these days. It's curious that. Anyway, that's not a problem.